Hello friends. In this tutorial, we're going to continue working on the trend DNA indicator that we created in our previous Pine script tutorial. If you've watched my previous video, you'll remember that we started with a simple supertrend indicator and then added a lot of advanced features to it. For example, we added trend strength, trend age, exhaustion detector, trend quality, pullback zone, and many more. All these features help us understand the trend shown by the Supertrend indicator. They tell us how strong the trend is, how old or how new the current trend is, whether the trend is about to end or is getting exhausted, and what the overall quality of the trend is. We also created a pullback zone around the supertrend. Whenever a candle entered that zone and bounced back from it, we marked it with an arrow. So, these were the 4 or 5 features that we built in the previous tutorial, and we discussed them in detail. Now, in this video, we're going to add a few more features to this indicator and discuss them in detail. Last time, we covered everything up to the pullback zone. Now, let's move ahead and look at the next feature. The next feature is the dynamic supertrend cloud. So, what does this feature do? Let's look at the tooltip. It says, displays a volatility-based cloud around the supertrend. The cloud expands and contracts with ATR. If I enable this option, you'll notice a cloud appearing around the supertrend. This cloud is drawn based on the supertrend value, the current price, and the current market volatility. You'll also notice that the cloud doesn't have the same color intensity everywhere. In some places it's darker, while in others it's lighter, depending on the volatility and the price movement. If the supertrend is green, the cloud appears above the supertrend. If the supertrend is red, the cloud appears below it. As we mentioned earlier, this feature is called the dynamic supertrend cloud. The cloud doesn't behave the same way on every candle. It's dynamic and changes based on the ATR, market volatility, and the current price movement. We can also adjust the sensitivity of this cloud. As the tooltip says, controls how aggressively the cloud responds to changes in volatility. In other words, as market volatility changes, we can control how sensitive the cloud should be. You can choose between low, medium, or high sensitivity. When I switch between these options, you'll notice that the cloud becomes slightly larger or smaller. The changes aren't very dramatic, they're quite subtle, but you can clearly see the cloud adjusting. So, this is another feature we've added, the dynamic supertrend cloud. It draws a volatility-based cloud around the supertrend, and it also uses color coding to visually represent the market conditions. Where the volatility is high, you'll see darker shades. Wherever the volatility is lower and the price is moving relatively flat, the cloud will appear lighter. You can also adjust the parameters of this cloud directly from the code. I'll be providing the source code for download, so you can customize it as needed. So, that's our dynamic supertrend cloud feature. Now let's move on to the next feature. Smart Trend Labels. What does it do? Displays intelligent labels describing the current trend stage instead of simple buy or sell signals. Normally, most supertrend indicators only display simple labels such as buy or sell. For example, you'll see a buy label here and a sell label there. However, these labels don't provide much additional information. That's why we've created a feature called Smart Trend Labels. Let's enable it. Right now, you won't see anything on the chart because these labels are only displayed while a candle is live. They don't remain visible on historical candles. So, let's use Action Replay and go back to a point where this section of the chart was live. That way, we can see exactly what kind of smart trend labels were being displayed. Let's play the Action Replay. As soon as the trend starts, you'll notice a label saying breakout. Let me slow it down a bit so you can see it more clearly. Now watch this. A new supertrend has just been triggered. Up to this point, the supertrend was red. Now it has just turned green, so you'll see a bull breakout label appear here. As the price and the market continue to move, you'll notice another label called Trend Launch. That's because the trend has only just started. For the next few candles, you'll keep seeing the Trend Launch label. After that, the label changes again. Now you can see it says Expansion Phase. So first, there was a breakout, then the trend launched, and now the trend is expanding. This way, you'll see different labels for different market conditions instead of just simple buy or sell signals. Let me speed it up a bit and see what other labels appear. As you can see, for now it's still showing the expansion phase. In between, whenever the price movement becomes a bit flat, you'll see a label saying Trend Running. Whenever the price makes a strong upward move, the label changes back to expansion phase. I think the super trend is about to turn red from here. Let's see what labels we get then. As soon as the super trend turns red, let me slow it down a bit. Watch this. In just a few candles, the super trend turns red. The very first label you'll see is Bear Breakdown, because the trend has just flipped to bearish. After that, you'll see a Trend Launch label, indicating that a new bearish trend has just started. For the next few candles, the label will continue to show Trend Launch. As the trend develops further, the label may change to Expansion Phase or Trend Running, depending on the current market conditions. So, we've implemented a feature called Smart Trend Labels. Instead of simply displaying buy or sell, it tells you the current phase of the trend, giving you much more useful information about what's happening in the market. That's exactly what these labels do. So, that's the Smart Trend Labels feature. Now let's move on to the next one, Signal Rating. What does it do? Displays an overall confidence rating for the current trend based on trend strength, trend quality, trend age, exhaustion, and higher timeframe alignment. In other words, it combines all the features we've built so far. It also incorporates a higher timeframe super trend to calculate an overall confidence score for the current signal. You'll notice there's an option to select the higher timeframe. Since I'm currently on the weekly chart, I'll choose a timeframe that's higher than the weekly timeframe. If I were on a 1-minute chart, I'd select a timeframe higher than 1 minute. So, always choose a timeframe that's higher than your current chart. This feature internally uses the higher timeframe super trend along with all the parameters we've created so far. Even if some of those features are turned off on the chart, Signal Rating still calculates them internally. It then combines all of that information and generates a single, overall confidence rating for the current trend. Let's turn it on and see how it looks. As you can see, a small table appears on the chart displaying the combined overall signal rating. Let's use Action Replay again and see how the signal rating changes on each candle. As you can see, the super trend has just turned bullish, so it's showing a strong buy signal in green. You can also see the star rating, it's 4 out of 5 stars. Along with that, there's also a numeric rating. The higher the number, the better the signal. Likewise, the more stars a signal has, the stronger and more reliable it is. You should also pay attention to the color coding. Green means it's a good signal. Yellow or orange means it's a neutral or sideways signal. Red means it's a very weak signal. The same color coding applies to both bullish and bearish signals. Now let's move forward a little. Notice that there are actually 2 shades of green. One is a darker green, while the other is a lighter green. The lighter shade indicates that the signal is starting to weaken. As time passes, the signal gets older. Since we've also included the trend age feature in our calculations, the rating gradually decreases as the trend ages. You can already see that the rating is becoming slightly yellow because the trend is flattening out and getting older. Now the signal has turned yellow, which means it's becoming weaker. You'll notice both the numeric rating and the star rating gradually decreasing. Let me switch it back to automatic playback now. Notice that it's turning orange in between. An orange rating means the trend has become even weaker. And if it turns red, it means the trend has deteriorated significantly, and you should avoid taking any new entries. Whenever you see green, it indicates that the current point is a good opportunity to enter a trade. On the other hand, if you see yellow or orange, it means the current conditions are not favorable for a new entry. Now watch as the red supertrend begins. The same color coding rules apply to bearish trends as well. For example, even though the supertrend is red here, the rating is orange because the price is moving upward. That means this is not a good point to take a fresh short entry. You'll only get a high-quality entry when the rating turns green. So, that's how the signal rating feature works. It uses a higher timeframe supertrend along with all the features we've built so far, calculates them together, and displays a single combined confidence rating. Now let's move on to the final feature, Supertrend Heatmap. What does it do? The Supertrend Heatmap colors the chart background based on the distance between the price and the supertrend. The darker the color, the stronger the trend. In other words, it measures how far the price is from the supertrend and creates a heat map accordingly. If the background color is darker, it indicates a strong trend. If it's lighter, it means the trend is weakening. Let's turn it on and see how it looks. Now take a look. The entire chart is now colored in different shades of green and red. Since the supertrend and price lines were already using green and red, they become harder to distinguish against the colored background. So, when you enable this feature, the supertrend line and the price line automatically switch to white, while the background displays the green and red heat map. Wherever the price moves farther away from the supertrend, you'll notice darker shades, indicating a stronger trend. As the price starts moving closer to the supertrend, it suggests that the trend is weakening, so the background gradually changes to lighter shades. You can clearly see that wherever the price is far from the supertrend, the red heat map becomes darker. As the price moves closer to the supertrend, the trend loses strength, and the background color becomes lighter. So, that's how you can use the Supertrend Heatmap feature. So, previously we had 5 features, and in this video we've added 4 more. That means our trend DNA indicator now has a total of 9 different features built on top of a simple supertrend indicator. The link to download this code is given in the description box under this video. Thanks for watching.